Welcome to my rapid fire mini Q&A session. I can see your questions now, so let's just go ahead and get started. Deborah wants to know, will Brandon and I be a couple soon? Ooh, the Emperor. Nice. I would suggest this card indicates yes. The Emperor and the Empress are emblematic of a married couple, and the Emperor is very much in charge of his domain. He's a wonderful sort of paternal figure, but again, he is also representative of husbands. So I would say yes, I think you will be a couple soon. However, I also think that drawing the Emperor reminds you that even when you are a couple, it's very important to maintain your sovereignty. Don't lose who you are or what you do because of being in a romantic relationship. Continue to sit on your throne. You are the queen of your life, the empress of your life, just as he is the emperor of his. And together, you can rule. Lindsay wants to know, what does the future hold for my marriage? Temperance reversed. Interesting. Now, temperance does not mean, not drinking. It means balance. It means that your inner thoughts and beliefs are reflected in your outward actions. And in this case, temperance reversed means that's not happening. There's some sort of disconnect between what you two feel and what's actually happening in your marriage. And that's very common in marriage. That's a really common problem. You still love each other, but you don't always act like you love each other. And that's why it feels perhaps sometimes that the shine is gone or that the romance has fled. But it's not that you don't care about each other. It's just that you're not behaving in the way that you did at the beginning. So if you want to change this, all you have to do is flip this around. All you have to do is let that inner love shine through, be kind and good to each other, and your marriage will change for the better. But right now, this is the warning that the cards are giving, that your marriage is in for a rocky time ahead if you continue to allow there to be a gap between your inner love and your outer actions. All right, Natalie is asking, will Chris and I get back together? The devil. That's a good one. All right, the devil. The devil does not mean evil. The devil represents temptation. And I always thought one of the most interesting things about this card are the human figures at the bottom. They are chained to the devil, but their chains are loose. They could easily slip those collars over their heads. So that's not what binds them to the devil. It's not the chains. It's that they haven't yet figured out they can be free. And I would say that the devil is suggesting that although you may want to get back together with Chris, it would not be a good idea. It is a temptation. It is something that is binding you. And while you want it very much, it's not advised. It's not your path. All right, it's not your path upwards and higher. So the cards don't really say whether or not you will get back together. They sort of just advise that you should rethink that and rethink whether you really want your relationship with Chris to continue. Lydia is asking, why do I keep attracting problematic and bad men? 5 of Cups. So Lydia, 5 of Cups means a couple of different things. It can mean, so you see how the cups are knocked over, and there's still 2 cups left standing, but he's staring at the cups that are knocked over. It could mean that you're still very concerned and wrapped up with the past. And if you attracted problematic men in the past, it may be that your grief, your continuing grief over those previous relationships is drawing you to men who are like those previous men. It also means not corresponding to expectations. And in this case, that might mean that you meet these men, you have hopes for them, high hopes, and you have expectations, but then the actual relationship is not worthwhile. It doesn't match what you were hoping for. And perhaps in your eagerness to pursue that relationship, you ignored some red flags. So I would say that this card recommends that it's time to turn away from the cups that have spilled, right? It's time to let go of those previous relationships and look at what you still have. If your life is full, if your life is focused on the cups that are standing, your friends, your family, your career, whatever it is that makes you come alive, then you won't be tangled up in the past memories and you will be able to move forward. And hopefully, if your life is bursting with joy, you will attract men who are also bursting with joy. So if you enjoyed seeing these mini readings, but you want something that's really detailed and specific to your situation, then just click on the link and you can request your free tarot reading today.